It was right fucking here the whole time. And it was being blocked off by Groudon, and I'm pretty sure the correct way out of here is blocked by one as well. Actually, no, because it's over there. That is actually a good thing, because that way I don't have to fight Rayquaza. So instead I can just pretty much catch everything else I can possibly get without having to worry about stuff. If not for the fact that this guy was here blocking my way to that ladder, I would be able to just do all this off screen before even, and then just basically explore the place as if I'd never ever explored it. So he's enforced a mirror match upon me, but it's an unfair mirror match. I don't care, you're still a poser anyway. Venomoth. I think you need to be cooked alive. Speaking of which, there's apparently a viral video showing some news reporter having his ear invaded by a moth. Like, literally. It just, like, lands in the reporter's ear and apparently lays a couple of eggs. I've not seen this myself, but it sounds every bit as stupid as what you might expect. I mean, I can't even begin to imagine, like, what the hell this is. This Vileplume, by the way, Vileplume I found, I believe, in this area. I'm pretty sure they're on this floor, or either that or the floor below them. No, it's on this floor. They have a 1% chance of encounter, and you can't repel trick for them. So good luck finding it. And to make matters worse, the same is also held true for Victory Bell. Both of them are 1% encounters and chances in this place. So I'm going to catch whatever I find on screen here, and then when I find Rayquaza, I will... Oh, screw you. I think Rayquaza's just up here. Yeah, he's up here. What I'm going to do, just to be weird about it, is I'm going to go and ahead and catch every single Pokemon I can before catching Rayquaza, and that actually does include... Oh wow, blocked me from my access. That it does include the one Pokemon that I can find up on the top floor, which is accessed by that clearly isolated thing up there. Wait, which... I'm pretty sure I used save state 7. I'll just use 8, whatever. Point is, I want to catch this thing. Which, you know what, it's going to be an arsehole, so I'm just going to do it off screen. So, cut back once I've caught all that sort of stuff, and I should be returning directly in front of Rayquaza, ready to fight him. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the last non-legendary Pokemon that I needed to capture in this game. With this capture and the capture of the handful of Pokemon down in the lower floor of this place. This place is actually looks kind of awesome, by the way. What is that? Yeah, Crobat's arsehole-ish, but whatever. So with that, I am left with just the three legendaries. As you can see, I am complete with the Kanto Pokedex. And so all that remains are Rayquaza, Jirachi, and Celebi. The Pokemon that I caught while I was down here, just for the record, were the first generation Evolutions, another Victory Bell, a Vileplume, a Houndoom, a Ampharos, and then up there was the Masquerain. And so that is about it. As for dealing with this Rayquaza, I'm liking Artorigas as the lead right now. Now let me actually have a look at my save states here, because I need to determine what the best course of action here is. I think save state 9 is good. I hope save state 9 is good, because I just put it in there. Okay, so save state 9. Let's hope to God that this thing does not cause too many problems. Like any other Rayquaza, it does have Outrage, so it's going to be an arsehole. I believe it also has Rest, so I think I would prefer for it to have Rest instead of just immediately leading off with Outrage. That's actually really, really bad to have happen. So I'm just going to lob Pokeballs just straight off the bat here, because it's going to do shit like that. And now I've got a Hyper Potion Artorigas to make sure he can live Outrage. The self-damage is concerning when it does it multiple times like this, but when it snaps out of it, it seems to be fine. Yeah, there's the Rest. From here, I can just lob a Rock Slide at it, and just lob balls. This is probably the best chance I've got here, in all honesty. and of course it breaks out of every single ball that I throw at it without shaking once. So you can tell how much of a dick this one's going to be. So I guess, like, I basically just have to seize any opportunity that I can to throw a ball at this thing, because between the outrage and just the mass damage it's causing even Artorigus, I don't really have the time to switch into one of my sleep inducers. Thankfully, Hyper Beam does, like, absolutely nothing. Beautiful. That saves so much time. It really does. Just catching Rayquaza that bloody quickly. I don't even know how many balls I had. I think I lobbed maybe 4 or 5 at it. Thank God my luck is coming back for this. And it's funny that we mentioned luck, because we're not going to need anywhere near as much of it for these last 2 Pokemon. Jirachi. Where is it? Where's Jirachi? What the hell? Game? There's no Jirachi and there's no Celebi either. What the hell just happened? Are they not here? Was it a change in their event flags? This is not good. Let me try to leave and then re-enter. Yeah, it'd be lovely to catch Dragonair up here, actually, because I only need to give them 1 level to evolve them. Yeah. I don't even know what to say at this point. Let me reload back here, actually. This is the Masquerain. Let me see if they're still up here. Maybe leaving without fighting them causes them to auto-disappear. Let me check this. No. They're just not there. You cannot be serious right now. Oh my god, I am that close to completing this fucking Pokedex, and the game has just taken both of those Pokemon away from me. They're supposed to be up here. Jirachi is supposed to be occupying a triangle right here. Then when you go into Yggdrasil Forest, there is a Celebi sitting right in front of this tree. I swear to God that that's how it's supposed to be. If you watch Dish's LP, you'll find these 2 in their exact spots. The fact that they're not there has just thrown everything into complete and utter turmoil. I'm going to cut the segment here and see what the fuck is going on here. I may have to... I honestly have no idea. I'm just going to cut the segment here. Just... Sweet Jesus. To make matters worse, I now have to recapture Rayquaza. So, I'll do that off screen, determine what the hell's going on with Celebi and Jirachi, and then come back with some kind of way to address the issues. No matter what I do, this game is hell-bent on preventing me from getting Jirachi and Celebi. I've tried a whole bunch of different things. I've tried to mess around with the scripts themselves and try to maybe, like, renew them. I don't know. That didn't work. I tried to just do a regular save and reboot. That didn't work. I tried a couple of other things. None of it worked. And so, my only choice now is to, and I did this, is to put Jirachi in with the rest of the wild Pokemon. I had to replace the Miltank right at the top of the list, so that I would get a good chance of finding Jirachi. The problem is, though, the game, despite me doing this, the game has decided that I'm still not allowed to get Jirachi. 1, because the Crobats are too fast for me and decide that I can't escape, and 2, because the game just decides to just not give me them. Give me Jirachi. It did the first time. This is actually my 5th time trying this, because the first time failed because after I caught Celebi, the game lagged, and which completely ruined that entire attempt as soon as I caught both of those legendaries. Then, the second time, I kept running into shit and ran into a couple of Wobbuffets that just kind of wrecked my team. Thank God there's Jirachi right there. And then, from there, it was basically just a procession of shit. I'm hoping that this Thunderbolt... Oh, crap. Okay, cool. Well, rest as well. That's actually a good thing to have. I suppose I should take the opportunity to actually catch this thing while it's sleeping. Yeah, first balled it. Unlike its event Legendary Brethren, Jirachi normally has a catch rate of 3, like most of the other powerful legendaries. Thankfully, that is not the case here. It was changed to go up to 45, so it was not difficult, as was quite clearly seen there when I managed to nab it on the first ball. So that just leaves Celebi, which I actually placed in the wild in Yggdrasil Forest. I actually had to create wild Pokemon data for this place, because you're normally not supposed to find wild Pokemon in the grass here. But I had to modify that so that I could find Celebi, and I made sure that nothing but Celebi was encounterable in this grass, so that I didn't have any problems with it. So, got the paralysis hacks going, but then the Lumberry cures it, which is problematic. And then, I suppose, hopefully this thing first balls. Nope, didn't think so. It's going to be an arsehole now, isn't it? The game better not be an arsehole. If it freezes up again... Oh, you tease. Just get in the ball. Okay. Do it. Okay, we'll do it the hard way. Valerie Fawn, get in there. It didn't want to cooperate, so we're going to put you to sleep. You don't have another Lumberry to cure that. Thank God. And immediately break out and then wake up immediately. So, that time it spent to sleep was a complete waste. You have a catch rate of 45. You're not that difficult. Thank you. And let's see if the frickin' thing decides to lag this time. Thankfully, it is not. At least not yet. But anyways, as you can see with the capture of Celebi, we have all 386 Pokemon in the National Dex, although not in the way that I intended at all. I may have to link to a video showing, like, the actual events as they take place, because Jirachi is supposed to appear right next to that tree that teleports you in the form of a triangle, like what the rest of the Chronom Tower legendaries had, and then, I'm pretty sure I showed it off in the previous chunk of segment. There was a tree that had yeah, there was a tree that had bloody that Celebi just appears right in front of. So Jirachi comes with a star piece. Not that it actually matters, but I do believe there's not much else for me to do in this particular segment. So you get to watch me as I put each and every single one of these Pokemon into the box, and I have every single Pokemon as well to put in. Just to speed it up though, I can in fact line the evolutions up. I don't believe I've actually shown this off screen, but if you press the select button, which I've got set to the E key, and if you hold the A button down and drag the hand across, you can pick up multiple Pokemon like this. It's kind of obscure, and I only ever found it out by watching Jish's LP of it, but it's been relatively helpful. So where does Ampharos go? Right there. So that finishes that box up. Vileplume goes into this box, finishing that one up, and I believe Victory Bell goes into the box after that, finishing that up. Houndoom goes all the way over here. I know this is boring, but this is basically the last time that I'm putting stuff into, like, appropriate places. I figured it was enough to warrant some kind of, like, ceremonious, hey, this is actually happening, and that sort of jazz. So, make of it what you will. Placing Rayquaza in there, and last but not least, Jirachi. And while I'm here, let me actually take the star piece off it, because it doesn't have the right to have it. I don't care. But that is out of the way. There is one last thing I need to do. Oh, well, two things left that I need to do. First, no, I am not dumping Dianea for the shiny Parasect. I am simply going over to the name raider so that I can give this thing a nickname, just because it is a shiny and it is sort of noteworthy. and I already have the name picked out, as I made a reference to in the segment in which I found this. It is going to be called Balm Shroom, because it is a balm mushroom before balm mushrooms existed. And I'm pretty sure parasects do have a chance of holding balm mushrooms in the wild, or at least in games where you can find them in the wild. But yeah, that's that. I've done pretty much everything under the sun in this playthrough except for catch Pokedex. I haven't caught that, have I? Nah, haven't caught it. I think it would have been in that first screen. Not fully healed. I don't know why I'm doing this, but whatever. I will go ahead and visit Game Freak over in this Celadon apartment building to collect my diploma for capturing every single Pokemon in the Pokedex. That's the least he could do, is give me that stupid little piece of paper with a Pikachu, a Torchic, and a couple of Pecha Berries on it. Now I'm not too sure, but I think they do in fact show up at your house once you've picked them up. I'm not 100% sure about this. No, they don't. I guess that was just for the ending sequence that Jish did for his LP of the game. Oh well. I suppose if anything we could also go and pay Oak a visit. 151 for 151, yay! And 386 for 386, yay! Wait, what the hell? Okay. I was not aware that was actually legit, that was actually a thing. I thought that Jish just had some... I thought that Jish utilized a whole bunch of, like, professional editing skills to make that happen, but I'm surprised that actually is a thing. I guess it happens when you get all 386 Pokemon, which I don't think many people have even seen, because getting a complete Pokedex in 3rd generation, like, legitimately is freaking difficult to see. I mean, it's impossible now, or next to impossible. I suppose you could leech off of a handful of other people who may have legitimate events like Deoxys or stuff like that, but who knows? It might still be doable. Actually, no, I don't think it is, because you got to get Celebi, and 3rd gen I don't believe ever had a Celebi event. So I'd say that that's about it for this segment. I'm going to have to go back and do some off-screen grinding. I'm looking to maybe go as high as 90 for the rematch. Actually, wait, no, there is still one more thing that I have to do. Let me go back to the Sevi Islands so that I have a place where I can end the segment properly. Over in Seven Island. Because I neglected to do this. I was initially planning on doing this before going up Cronum Tower, but then I just forgot. Yeah, Trainer Tower. This I'm going to do next time, and then the last segment, which will be an even 50, will be the entirety of the Elite Four, the rival, the final champion fight, and the credits all in one. So that's going to be just one long segment to finish out what is now my longest LP, or it's long since been my longest LP. So, yeah, see you for this.